If you keep ending up in situationships, it's not because you're unlovable, it's because of patterns that you can actually change. Welcome to Day 21. I'm Dr. Nicole, and today I'm giving you a full mini workshop on how to stop attracting avoidant, inconsistent, or unavailable partners. This isn't about changing who you are to get a man. This is about understanding the patterns that keep you stuck in ambiguous relationships and learning how to actually attract the clarity and commitment you want. If you're tired of wondering where you stand, tired of those mixed signals, tired of giving relationship energy to people who won't even call you someone that they're in a relationship with, this workshop is for you. Let's start by identifying the patterns that lead to situationships because awareness is the first step to change. Women who consistently attract situationships often do a few things. They overlook red flags. You focus on the good moments and ignore the inconsistencies. He cancels plans last minute, but when you're together, it's amazing. So you tell yourself that the cancellations don't matter. They confuse chemistry with compatibility. Just because you have incredible physical or emotional chemistry doesn't mean you're compatible for a relationship. Chemistry is about attraction. Compatibility is about alignment in values, goals, and relationship readiness. They overinvest early. You start acting like a girlfriend before you are one. You start planning your future together while he's planning his weekend. You're giving relationship level emotional investment to someone who is giving you dating level effort. They don't ask clarifying questions. You avoid asking, "What are you looking for?" or "Where do you see this going?" because you're afraid of the answer. But avoiding clarity doesn't create it, it just keeps you in limbo over and over. They fall for potential instead of reality. You see who he could be instead of who he is. You think he just needs time, or he's been hurt before, or he'll change when he realizes how good we are together. But you can't build a relationship on potential. These patterns keep you stuck because they allow ambiguity to continue. And ambiguity always benefits the person who wants less of a commitment. So let's talk about the feminine clarity checklist. Here is your new standard. Before you invest emotionally, physically, or mentally in someone, they need to pass the feminine clarity checklist. One, is he consistent? Does he do what he says he's going to do? Does he show up when he says he will? Is his communication regular and reliable? Consistency is the foundation of trust, and trust is the foundation of relationships. Two, does he initiate? Is he reaching out to you, making plans, pursuing connection, or are you always the one texting first, suggesting dates, keeping the conversation going? A man who is interested will initiate. Does he make plans in advance? Is he asking you out for the next weekend? Or is he texting you at 9 p.m. asking you what you're doing tonight? Men who are serious about you plan ahead because they want to secure time with you. You also have to ask, is he emotionally available? Can he ha- can he have deeper conversations? Does he share about his life, his feelings, his experiences, or does everything stay surface level? Emotional availability is necessary for real intimacy. Also, does he communicate honestly? When you ask questions, does he give you straight answers or does he deflect, change the subject, or give you vague responses? Honest communication is non negotiable. Here's the key. If the answer to any of these questions is no, then the answer to should I continue investing in this should also be no. Don't make excuses. Don't rationalize. Don't tell yourself it's too early to expect these things. These are basic requirements for healthy courting, not unreasonable demands. Now, here's how your feminine energy responds to the courting process. You let him lead the pace and level of investment. You don't chase. You don't pursue men who aren't pursuing you. You don't try to convince someone to want you. You don't work harder than he does to make the connection happen. You don't audition. You don't try to prove your worth by being the perfect woman, by anticipating his every need, by being available whenever he wants. You're not auditioning for the role of girlfriend or future wife. You're deciding if he's qualified for the role that he should take in your life. You don't convince. Don't try to talk someone into being ready for a relationship. You don't try to explain why you're worth committing to. You don't try to change his mind about what he wants. Instead, you receive, observe, and allow men to reveal themselves. You receive their efforts or lack thereof. You observe their consistency or inconsistency. You allow them to show you who they are instead of telling them who you think they should be. This is feminine power. Being so secure in your worth that you don't need to chase, convince, or audition. You simply exist in your full radiance and let the right person recognize your value if they're ready. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. You're not trying to get chosen, you're doing the choosing. You're not hoping he'll pick you, you're deciding if he meets your standards. You're not waiting for him to define the relationship, you're observing whether his actions align with what you want. This shift moves you from desperation to discernment, from scarcity to selectivity, from chasing to choosing. When you operate from this energy, you naturally repel men who want situationships and attract men who want relationships. Because men who are ready for commitment are drawn to women who actually know and feel their worth. Starting today, this is what you can do. Stop overinvesting in unclear situations. Match the energy you're receiving, not the energy you wish you were receiving. Start asking clarifying questions early. What are you looking for is not a scary question if someone is genuinely interested in you. Stop making excuses for inconsistent behavior. Consistency is a choice, not a personality trait. Start trusting your intuition. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't override your feminine wisdom with logical explanations or rationalizations. Remember, the right person will make their intentions clear because they don't want to risk losing you to ambiguity. Situationships end when self abandonment ends. When you stop abandoning your need for clarity, you stop attracting unclear people. When you stop abandoning your standards, you stop attracting people who can't meet them. You deserve someone who's excited to commit to you, not someone who needs to be convinced. Hit subscribe for day 22, where we're talking about the feminine art of influence, how soft women get what they want without manipulation. Tell me in the comments, which pattern from today's workshop do you recognize in yourself? What's one change you're going to make? I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Dr. Nicole.